trouble breathing, constant worrying, avoidance, procrastination, trouble concentrating, overthinking, lack of patience, memory issues, needing reassurance, sweating, stomach issues, insomnia. These are all varying degrees of anxiety, these among other markers. And right now, we are in it. We're in the sauce, and so we really need to pay attention to our stress levels. Now, we've been given the opportunity to get out of the space of nonstop doing, to get out of our heads, and really be out of the hurry, and not to be in the space of hurry up and wait. So, quieting the fear and the rush and the hurry is so important for all of us right now, because in that space of fear, you'll stop conjuring up every horror movie you've ever seen and go buy all the toilet paper in the grocery store. So don't let the fear be in the driver's seat. And, I think that we all know this intuitively, but how do we do it? How do we apply this knowing? How do we get beyond lip service? Now, on the vlog this year, I've talked about 2020 being a get it done year. And in this moment, what that means is putting the things that you know, that you've learned, that we know and have learned, into practice. So in this time of social isolation, if I'm snapping at my husband or my kids, I know I'm putting fear in the driver's seat, because impatience is a marker for anxiety. If I'm watching the news or scrolling social media for hours on end, I know I'm putting fear in the driver's seat, because a need for reassurance is a marker for anxiety. If I'm avoiding or putting off the things that I need to do, I know that I'm putting fear in the driver's seat, because avoidance is a marker for anxiety. Procrastination is a marker for anxiety. So these are signals to step back and do something to address the anxiety in a healthy way, to bring it down so that we can see more clearly, so that we can see the forest from the trees, and so that we can remember who we're here to be. In our relationships, are we here to be loved, or are we here to be right? That simple question, answering that simple question, can help shift a relationship back to love in an instant. The news and social media are helpful. Staying informed and connected are helpful. But the constant consumption of news and opinions can cause you to overthink, to become hypercritical, and ultimately to heighten your sense of anxiety. So set aside a time every day to connect in that way, and then stop, turn it off. A sense of peace doesn't come from outside of you. So ask yourself, what do I know how to do? What can I do right now that brings me peace? Now, in our household, we're doing lots of self-care. We're conscious of how we're eating. We're conscious of how we're communicating, how we're moving together, how we're sleeping. And we're choosing to do things every day that are creative. We're making things, we're building things, we're dreaming things, sometimes together as a family, and sometimes separately in our own spaces. And we're doing that consciously because it helps us to feel strong. It helps us to feel supported. It helps us to feel expansive instead of sort of trapped in our little ecosystems. And we need to be able to create that sense of strength within ourselves and expansiveness within ourselves first, so that when it's time to go back into the larger world again, we're more practiced. We're more prepared to interconnect within the larger ecosystem and the larger human family in healthy and in healthier ways. So do what you can. Do what you can with what you have, wherever you are, to build your reserves and that sense of strength within yourself, and to create a sense of space within and around yourself, so that you stay open to creative problem solving and stay in a place of trust, which is required for us to move forward together in ways that benefit us all. Much love, guys.